Hi guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite back Crystal Van Comine. She's here to lend me her beautiful canvas to create this makeup look for you. I know I say the same every week, but I thought it would be like a good like days of our life that we listen to the same music theme every time. And I think the introduction should be like consistent like that. She lent me her canvas to create this look. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's more feline with the taupey eyeshadow. And we keep the lip classic. It's more soft on the lips as well. I hope you enjoy it. Give the channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumb up. And don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. Before I prep the makeup, I always use Lumify Redness Reliever Eye Drop. This is my go-to. Definitely not sponsored. You ask every makeup artist, I think 99% of them would tell you the same thing. A lot of questions ask me, I use this. This is perfect when you reduce the redness or to brighten the eye. It's perfect for before photo shoot, red carpet. Even every day you want to use very help to soothe the eye as well. Next product I'm going to use is Ole Henriksen Pout Reserve Peptide Lip Treatment. This one contains peptide. It helps to plump and hydrate the lips. And you can use them at nighttime as a lip mask as well. It's a vegan formula. The next product I'm going to use is Cetaphil Hydrating Eye Gel Cream. This is, most people already know this is one of the skincare lines, the safest. Dermatologists recommend you. If you don't know what to use on your skincare, you go to Cetaphil. It's the safest. You can't go wrong with it. This is the gel cream formula. It's absorbed quickly. It's hydrating the skin really well. It's very soothing under the eye area. Great for sensitive skin, and it's great under makeup as well. Like I said, if you have sensitive skin, acne, bronze, or any skin, and if you're not sure what to use, you can count on Cetaphil. The next product is Cetaphil Deep Hydration 48-Hour Activation Serum. This is very quick absorbing, and you can layer as much as you want to. It gives you a deep hydration. It does help to boost your hydration level, and the best thing about this is it doesn't clog your pores at all, because you can layer as much as you want to without feeling clogging on the skin. And I think you can get the Cetaphil product in almost every drugstore, every country basically. And to me, even this is serum, but I feel more like a moisturizer as well. The texture is pretty hydrating. The last product I'm using is also from Cetaphil. It is Deep Hydration Skin Restoring Water Gel. This is a gel formulation. It's for all skin type. It's formulated with the slow release technology for a long-lasting hydration. It's oil-free, hypoallergenic. Don't forget your neck and your chest. Always give your skin a lot of love. Give it a little massage to the puff. For the complexion, I'm going to use these 3 products. The first product is the new Huda Beauty False Filter Under Eye Color Corrector. The second product I'm using is the Guerlain Terracotta Le Tint Healthy Glow Foundation. And the third one is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It's one of my favorite. 2 stars. I'm going to use the color corrector under the eye area, around the eye, around the nose, and all the area that I find, any redness or anything like that. I want to cover them. I want to use them, the color corrector there, I mean. And this is a new product come out from Huda Beauty. I think it's fantastic. I love that brands start come out with all these shades, this color corrector. It's great for us because I did have a hard time to find color corrector for many brands. Most of them don't come out with it because it's not popular. It doesn't sell very much, but I think it's one of the must product. It's help you to cancel out some of the color in your face without putting so much foundation and concealer on. And you can see that just a little color corrector, you take out all the dark circle or anything like that, and you can just even out with the foundation after easily. This is very lightweight, it's very natural finish. It does have a little bit of the coverage. I think it's more like a medium coverage. And the great thing about this is it doesn't crease and it is sweat resistant. For the foundation from Guerlain, we don't have many shades, so this is the closest shades I have. So I'm only praying for the best that it's gonna match perfectly on camera, because sometimes you choose the shades and then on camera it's always a little lighter, or sometimes it's photographed a little differently. So but I think this is matching pretty well. This is the closest we have. It's a bit more on the rose tone, but I think Crystal look beautiful still with the foundation. And this is a liquid to powder foundation. It is medium coverage, but most of the brand can say medium, but for me, I feel like they still can very beautiful. It's long wear finish, and it is no transfer, and it does give you that matte finish. I feel like it's more like a soft matte finish for me. But it is a very beautiful foundation. So I think like when it comes to foundation, whether it's matte finish or dewy, sometimes depend on how much skincare product you prep as well. Most of the products, most of the time I prep the skin really well. So even if I use a matte finish, you still see a lot of radiance still go through the skin, because I don't just like keep on a dry skin and apply foundation. But you see this finish is just beautiful. And I blend a little bit to the neck as well, just because the shade is a little bit more rosier than Crystal's skin color. This is such a beautiful foundation. I don't think I have any deeper shade, so I'm not sure what the shade range is like, because we received these in the PR package, so we have like I think like 3 or 4 shades, something like that. But this is the closest shade I have. But I think love the foundation. I think it's just really beautiful. It's called matte finish, but for me I feel like it's very radiant. Sue told me that he tried on as well and he didn't have to powder them after. But for me, I always like the skin when, skin like skin normally, but if for red carpet or anything, I still gonna do a little powder for sure. But for every day, I don't think you need to, because it's quite beautiful finish. For concealer, I go for the soft matte concealer from NARS as well. Again, we don't have many shades of these, and this is the closest one. I think they pretty good match, especially under the eye area. I think for around the nose and everywhere else, I wish I have like deeper shade. It would be a better match, but for under the eye, I think it's perfect. And I think this is a great texture, compatible to the soft matte as well of the foundation I'm using, because they both like could be like you don't need to powder if you don't want to. Let's see. And the great thing used about this kind of brush is that you press in like that, so just in the area you want, and if you want to do more, you can just use the finger on top like this. A little bit around the nose as well. And anywhere that you want pinpoint, you can use a smaller brush. And then a little bit corner of the mouth. And do the same on the other side. I think the combination from this foundation and the concealer is just magic. I think it's like really beautiful together. They look so much similar texture for me. And I think it's like the skin looks just flawless. I know there will be comments say her skin already flawless from before, but this not as about her skin flawless. Not if you want to have any video that to how to pinpoint, how to do step by step, how to create a perfect complexion when you don't have a perfect complexion. I did that before. You just go through my old video and then you look through there. They have many videos with model have acne and everything, and I show in the video step by step. You can learn from there as well. A lot of time when you used to see a model with gorgeous skin and you was like, can you just do someone with some acne? We have it. It's just because for me to invite the talent here, not every video about cover pimples or cover acne. For me, each video I want to share different makeup look. So a different idea, because whether Crystal have flawless skin or not, I still use the same technique what I did. I still do color corrector and foundation, and then I pinpoint concealer. Maybe it's a little more in depth in some video when the talent doesn't have flawless skin, but it's still the same step. There's no difference. If you have more flaws, you just have to take your time to pinpoint one by one by one. There's no easy way to make the skin look flawless and natural if you don't take the time to do. For contour and bronzing, I'm going to use the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Bronzing Cream. They come in 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. Most likely, someone like Crystal, you're gonna use more light than medium. But the shade I'm using is called Tan Deep. This is the deepest shade they have. I purposely use that because I find that when I use a little deeper shade, it's gonna help me to sculpt the face a lot better, because this texture is so sheer and easy to blend. Even I use a deeper shade, you can see that it just looks very, very natural, and it doesn't look like she have heavy contour at all. So if you're not very good with blending, you can use a medium shade or even a lighter shade. But for me, I think even this a deeper shade, it still blend really well, and it's give Crystal this like healthy sun-kissed glow, and which I love. You can see that this is the deeper shade. Sometimes, most likely when you look at skin color, you won't choose the deep, but I think it's a good choice. So it's a little bit everywhere. Just keep that sun-kissed glow. You see that's keep really nice scooped in. And I use the same on the forehead. I'm doing the same on the other side. You see that even the dark shades, it still look very seamless. Crystal mentioned that she never done any contour for her, and she agreed maybe this texture would be great for her to do it herself. And I agree. This is a very like bouncy, moussey, easy to blend texture. This texture or rose ink, they also very similar texture. Those are very easy to blend. And this is more like a bronzing cream, so it's not really for contour, but I use them for contour because I feel that it's more forgiving. And I use a smaller size, just a little bit around the nose as well. Yeah, you can't go wrong with using this product. It's so forgiving. For powder, I'm going to use the One Side Beauty Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder. The shade I'm using is the Universal Translucent. This is matte finish, a soft focus blurring powder, fragrance free, and it's vegan formula as well. And remember that the foundation is supposed to be self-setting. So if you want more that natural matte finish, you don't have to set powder. But I always like to set the makeup a little bit, even they tell, oh, you don't have to. It's just personal preference as well. This is quite beautiful powder. It's my actually first time try them. I'm going to use the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder to set where I used the bronzing cream earlier. This is a multi-use powder. It can be used as setting powder or as a bronzer as well. And depend on the shade you use, I'm using more deeper shades, so I can use that as a bronzing powder. Remember, use very little. You see that even the product I use already, it still doesn't look so disturbed. It's just gentle like that, and that's all you need to apply the products. For eyebrow, normally if you have eyebrow like this, you don't really need to do anything else. You just gel them or comb it up, ready to go. Crystal have really gorgeous brown. You know, sometimes people tweeze them, but I think sometimes just leave the way it is. It's actually a lot easier. It actually suit her as well. But I have Crystal before in other video that I show you just know how to enhance the shape even more. Today I'm using KS&Co Micro Feathering Brow Pen in light brown and the clear Stronghold Brow Gel. So basically I'm using the brow gel first, and I basically set the eyebrow in the shape that I would like. This is how I do. I just put in the shape. Same on this side. When you work with the shape that brow like this, it's better to gel first and then do the marker after. So you know exactly how much or where you want to fill in the brown. Okay, that first. And then you have the marker. So you look at the brown, you was like, okay, where should I fill in? And you see right here, fill in a little bit there. And then on this side, You do that, and then wherever you want to fill in more, you just keep slowly going. And it's, for me, her eyebrow everywhere else pretty perfect. I just want to add a little more length on the outer part here, so that's why I do it a little longer with the brow marker, and the same on the other side. For eyes, I'm going to use these 4 products. The first product I'm using is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Longwear Gel Liner. The color I'm using is black color. They just come out with these longwear gel liner, and I really like them. The second product is I use these 2 shades from Amana Beauty. It's called Eye Tint Liquid Eyeshadow. It is longwear. It sets pretty fast as well, so you have to apply them pretty fast. And I use, the last one is a mascara from Sweet Beauty Cloud Mascara. To start, I'm going to use this shade first, and I'm basically use all over the eyelid area. So this is like a easy, quick smoky eye I'm doing. You can see this pretty fast, just all over the eyelid. You can even put direct in there, and you just blend it out. This is such a beautiful taupey shade. I think it's just gorgeous. And then you can use the same brush. I'm gonna really smoke it out. So I'm gonna use the same brush. And I do a little bit on the lower lash line as well. I just want a little more intensity, so I just put directly on like this, so I get a little bit more color. And just do another layer, just really build it up. The great thing about this is easy for you to use. You can do a thin layer you want to, or you can do a thick layer you want to. And if you want more intense, you just add more layer. So you can use just a clean brush and blend the edge out, or you can use another shade like I do. Just blend out the edges and just add on more depth on the edges. This part I do very sheer layer because I don't want to be too much deposit. And keep in mind, like these tint is, there's no fallout. You know, you can play as much you want to without worry that it's gonna be all over the eye. And I use this shade, just blend the edge it out. And it's just my personal preference. I like everything a little bit more blended. You don't have to if you don't want. You got to do a little bit to soften the edge it out. And then you go back with the old brush with nothing else, and you're still gonna bring it back a little bit. But everything is a bit more blended, diffuse. And remember, it's already set, dry already, but you're still able to blend a little bit like this. And you see that it has that velvety matte finish. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm trying to blend the edge out so you don't see the demarcation between that color and that color. So it's slow gradation go all the way up to the brow bone. And then you just back and forth, just use the color and blend it out. The same thing on, look up for me, on the bottom. Use a little bit more. You just blend it out. Okay, so remember I didn't have any more new product in here. I still able to use them. And then just blend it even more, drag a little more. How much further down is really just your comfort zone. Like some people don't like any eyeshadow on the lower lash line at all. But if you like really drag it out, you can just really go for it. And you don't have to worry about it creasing because the texture is like pretty forgiving. So at this part is the turning point. So it means that you can stop here. You curl the lashes without any liner. You still have a beautiful smoky eyeshadow. If you want more dramatic, that's why I have the option of a black liner. It's really personal preference. If the black liner too heavy for you, you can start from here. You curl the lashes, the eye gonna look quite beautiful, dramatic. But I'm gonna go further so you can see. So basically the black liner, and I go all over the waterline, and it's pretty black. This is like one of the blackest black liner I ever seen. And it's long wear. I'm gonna do one eye at a time. And then you can see your preference is that you are with the black in there or you just prefer without the black. It's a completely different look. And then you can have a small lint brush and blend it out. Yeah, this is just beautiful gel liner. It's black, super black. I'm connected the dot a little bit. Let's see. So clearly you see it's completely two different look. So this is way more sultry and feline. That's one just sultry as well, but more softer smoky eye. So it's all personal preference. So I'm gonna finish the other side, but I just give you an idea so you know which side gonna be yours, you know? So I'm gonna finish the other side. Something like that. I'm gonna curl the lashes off camera. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the Syrup Beauty. This is a great curler. I'm gonna do a little bit curling before I put on mascara. For mascara, I'm using the Sweet Beauty Cloud Mascara. This is a volumizing mascara. It's flake and smudge free formula. I'm going to use 2 coats on the upper lashes and 1 on the lower lashes. I do like this new mascara a lot. I love the brush. It's easy to comb through the lashes really well. For this look, usually I do blush first and highlighter first, but I'm doing highlighter first. And the highlighter I'm using from House Lab. And the shades I'm going to use is this one right here. So we're gonna write everything on the description box. And so if you figured out the shade, I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out in the back here. And this is the shade I'm gonna use. A little bit here. This is a gel to powder highlight. It's smooth and it's even out the skin. It does give like a soft focus. You can see that. It's really beautiful. So I don't have like, I have them depot already because there's a lot of shades, but I like them a lot. And it just, you can just build them and do a little bit at a time. And you can see that it's just really gorgeous. For blush, I'm going to use Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumbing Blush Veil. The shade I'm using is called Barely Blushing. And this is the Radiant Cream formula. That's why you see that I use a highlight first. And usually, most of cream formula you can't really use on top of powder, but this one you can. It's very weightless and it's hydrating formula. And you can see that the shade is quite beautiful. I think this is like the softest shade from the, I think 6 shade that he has, but this is the softest one. It's quite gorgeous. It's very lightweight. It's more like a little bit dewy finish. And I think since everything is matte, even the lips, when I do it later, I think this is good like to balance out the whole face. For lips, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheek Lip Liner in Iconic Nude and the Hourglass Unlock Satin Cream Lipstick in Dove 316. If you didn't catch all the credit, it's also in the description box. Because it's quite intense, I'm gonna go more classic, just like Smokey and liner. I'm gonna do the lips. It's more like a nude lips as well. And everything's just really soft. And just outline a little bit, not too much. This is the Hourglass Satin Cream Lipstick. It's the more hydrating lipstick. It is full coverage. When they say full coverage, it means, you know, it's one swipe, you know, like that's. This is cruelty-free formula. Is vegan as well. They have a lot of shades, so you have a lot of choices. They have a beautiful red as well. And this is more a nude color from the collection. This color is great for someone who wants nude but not too flat, because this have a little, I think, pinky undertone as well. So it's quite, you know, for quite warm and forgiving. It's not when you sometimes some nude lipstick, it looks flat, and this is quite beautiful. To complete the look, I'm going to use the Valmont Priming with a Hydration Fluid Moisturizing Priming Mist. This is great to soften and hydrating the skin. It's helped to rebalance the natural moisture, especially sometimes you use so much powder, so much of everything. This is gonna use a setting spray or to freshen up the makeup throughout the day. That's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed the look. Thank you, Crystal, so much for coming back to the channel. I hope everyone subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumb up, and don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you.